looking beautiful. We're saying we're all about events and the key things that you do not miss, you know, when you're marching into this event. Remember, or when you're planning, or when you're setting up, or you are the host, or you know, at this particular event, it's important that you take note of these crucial things. And the way you dress, the attire of the day, is very, very important. So this time we also get to that point where we just have a session, a simple session of talk on dressing for an event, and importantly, just looking good. And sometimes we keep saying, you know what, it does not harm, it does not cost you much to just look good. You don't necessarily have to say that we will go to Sunday, that you have to keep this dress for I don't know what and all that. Sometimes just look good all through. You never know what will happen, what will show up, who will show up, and who you will need to address or talk to. So it's always good to just go out of your way to make sure that you're looking good. So in this session, or this moment, then we get to engage pastes, threads and stitches, and we have Jackie Njeru, who's a fashion designer. She came in first, and oh, she was looking lovely. She still is looking lovely. We'd love to know what is the secret behind all these beautiful attires that she has set up. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Uko salama? You look pretty young, yet you look like you've done so much. I mean, this is all you?
Yes, it's all me.
Whatever you're wearing today is you?
Exactly, all me.
That one is incredibly beautiful, let alone what it is that we have. Even before we get deep into understanding, you know, what are the secrets to looking good and dressing up for an event, I think it's only fair that we engage some of the models that you have this morning. 1, 2 of you can say hi. You can have this, alafu salimie watu. Tell me what it feels like to be a model after all, or to look good actually.
My name is Regina. It just feels nice being a model because you get like dress up, and it's not about dressing up. I think it's important because at the end of the day, where you go, you make an impression.
The pressure is real. Ukitembea kila mahali, like you have to look like a model every day. Is it not too much pressure?
It's not too much if you have a passion for it.
Oh yeah? All right, say you can have your fellow models say something. Utaki hata tusikie sauti yako wewe. All right.
I'm Alex.
Kindly put it up a bit. So yes.
I'm Alex. Actually a high school student studying at
Oh. Oh, okay, that's nice. That's good. Okay. Studying at Kiambu High. Umeanza mapema sana hii mambo ya kung'ara, ya kupiga luku. Na mwanaume ni kuparara, hujai ambiwa mwanaume anafaa kuparara. You need to look good. At such a tender age, why do you deem it important to always looking sharp?
For me, I look at older people's styles. It seems nice to look.
All right, and you're looking good this morning. Looking pretty good. Hizo ni attire zako?
Zote ni zangu.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Hautatusalimia? All right, karibu sana. And there you go. So let's come back to you, Jackie. Briefly, just tell us something about the attires that we have here today before we come to the actual discussion on, you know, dressing up for an event.
Okay, so
It's okay, you can have it come here, so you don't put it here.
I'm Jackie of Pastes, Threads and Stitches. First, I like the people I'm using today, they're not actually models.
Oh.
They're just day-to-day ordinary people.
Wow.
And that is what we do at Pastes. For me, my main goal is to not, like you said, not just have clothes for Sunday best at Ngoya Sunday. You're only going to dress up for that one day or an occasion that you have. It's day-to-day clothes that you wear, and you live as in you don't just have clothes for one day. Every day you can look good in all outfits. So with us, we make outfits mostly not necessarily just for occasions, but day-to-day wear, where every day you can look good and just stand out from the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they say it's expensive to buy Kenya and build Kenya. They say it's really expensive to imagine that you can get such a nice material and, you know, have such a nice piece done for you. What are you people doing to make sure that, you know, this is affordable? You don't just look good, but you still are, you know, people are able to manage and dress up. You know, you can imagine of your style, that is pastes and threads, that is threads and stitches. Yeah. Then you really want it to grow big. You really want it to be, you know, this brand that is well known. You really want it to actually serve the purpose of, you know, getting people looking good on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
But it appears like it's quite a toll for many because it's expensive. Is it so?
So for me, one thing is that I try and make clothes affordable because they're not occasional clothes, they're day-to-day wear. So I will try as much as possible use quality fabric and pocket-friendly prices.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So hii ni yako ulijitengenezea ama this
mimi
is someone
mwenyewe.
can buy. This is something that someone can buy.
Yes.
So if I tell you leo unaacha hii hapa, this now we're almost the same size, so I can
Yes,
fit it
yes.
and it fits well. Mimi nalipa alafu nachukua.
Yes.
It looks incredibly beautiful.
Thank
so
you
what
so much.
inspires the attires that we have today?
For this one, so for each we have different occasions.
Okay.
If we start here, we can say maybe this is like a wedding guest or Sunday best when you're going to church. The second outfit is more of a weekend wear.
Right.
Maybe after church brunch, depending on where you're going.
But you can
for
as well go
brunch.
to church with that.
Yes,
also,
you can as well
yeah.
go to church with it.
Yeah.
The other one is Ankara. Of course, people like wearing Ankara outfits.
Sure.
Now, this can be dressed both to the office
Yeah.
and over the weekends.
Yeah.
The other one for the gents, it's casual. You can go with it to church during weekdays, as in it won't be too much for either.
Right.
This other one is also like for today, casual Fridays. Stand out in something smart, and I also try to get unique prints whereby you won't just go finding whatever you're wearing with everyone else.
You remember that guy who I don't know whether you saw that, but being in the fashion industry, I'm sure you must have seen that. This guy who went for kulipa alienda kulipa dowry, and then he's seated somewhere and his shirts literally look like the curtains in that home. What did you do?
Yes.
What do you do at such a time? And when we talk about that, then it reminds me of the importance of dressing up for an event. While we say yes, you need to look good on a daily basis, you need to look extraordinarily good for an event. That's why you don't tell me that you dress up like this. Eh.
No, mine is for an occasion.
Yours is
like
for
if
an
you want to
occasion.
stand out from everyone else.
And you did stand out. You know, for a moment I was like, wow, why didn't they give me the memo? That looks really beautiful. So how important is it to have an extra dress or an extra attire when you're going out for an event? Imagine ungekuja leo hapa and then we have our wine and then it pours on you.
So first, I think for me, events, you're not just going, yes, you can be just going to socialize people, but you never know who you're going to meet there.
Yeah.
And always the first impression you make is the way people see you, the way people look at you. So of course you want to stand out. You never know who you're going to meet there. Maybe it will be your next Dangote or somebody. You never know. Yeah.
Why did it have to be that? But anyway, it could be true in most cases. Actually, weekend, some of these events is where you meet so and so, and you know, long story short,
Yes.
you are here, you're making a life together, and
Exactly.
all that. So, what is this that got you into fashion?
For me, fashion is a passion. I went to, in school, I'm a graduate civil engineer.
Oh,
Yes.
and you,
but
okay.
in the yeah, but while I was in school, I had an interest in fashion. And while I was still there, I bought my machine. I started making my own clothes.
Wow.
And people were interested. They started giving me orders to make them clothes. 6 years down the line, here I am.
So let's just assume that I am interested and I love fashion and I start making my own clothes. That is impossible. At least there needs to be some background of, you know.
I don't have any background. Like I wouldn't say like I went to school. I've learned purely on YouTube.
Wow.
Kidogo with tutorials here and there. When I get an order from a client, I go, I look for, there's always a tutorial on YouTube on something. So with time you get to perfect the art, and here we are.
All right, so that means then you just learn the art, the design, and you design something for someone and then you take it to the fundis or what?
No, I sew myself. Everything.
You learned how to do that?
To sew,
on
yes.
YouTube?
I bought my machine when I didn't know how to sew, and slowly I just got to practice. And here we are.
How many years down?
6 years.
6 years down. You
Yes.
are doing a great job. So do you have other people who are working with you?
So now, after I cleared campus, I was sewing from home and delivering my clothes to clients. Then hapo katikati my parents said, no, you have to practice whatever you studied.
Okay.
So for 2 years I went to an engineering job. I was practicing. 2019 I was after the contract I was in Ikaisha, so now I was like 2020, this is my year.
Are you going back?
Mid 2020, in the middle of a pandemic, I decided to open shop.
Alright.
So I have a shop. I'm located at Kasarani Biashara Center.
Okay.
So when I opened the shop, I didn't have fundis. Like I knew this is what I want to do, but I didn't know exactly how to do it. So I just went. Right now, I have 2 fundis, people who help me. And now I'm running my business,
Are you
building
going
it
back
into
to
an
civil
empire.
engineering?
I don't know.
Amen to that. I hope
You
it
can
becomes
never
an
say no.
empire.
You can never
say no. That's
Yes.
true. 2
Yes.
of them. Well, this is what you love, and then that is what you studied for.
Exactly.
Which one would you rather? Which is best? Which one do you love the most? Because this one, appears like it's hands-on. Yeah.
Yes.
You don't necessarily have to have someone, hiring you and all that, and therefore it's a go-to. But
Yes.
which one would you rather, like deep down?
This one, of course, but maybe with time, I can never shut it off, kabisa. But this is where my heart is.
This is where your heart is. It is
Yes.
beautiful. How are your
Thank you.
parents taking it right now?
Right now, they are very much okay. They are
I'm
very
sure they're
much
like
in
every
full
time there's an
support.
event, they know who to run to, and you have to fix something for them.
Yes, right now they have been a very good support system.
Mhm.
Yeah, but first I had to show them that I am serious about, like, this is what I want to do. Like, I get many people asking me how to convince your parents that you don't want to do whatever you studied, you want to do something else.
Mhm.
You don't have to convince them. I think you just have to show them that you're serious about it. Kwa njia watakufuata.
Watakufuata. Yeah, that's true, and evidently this is what it looks like it has happened that way.
Yeah.
I mean, they are out here following you. So,
Yes.
how expensive or how friendly is this business? Do you really get walk-ins? Do you really get clients that really would keep you running your life? Would keep you afloat?
I will say yes. Right now, this is my 11th month in business.
Okay.
I'm getting, like, it's still, I can almost say it's still new because of COVID.
Right.
But yes, we get walk-ins, mostly referrals, like from clients that I've had before. Of course, social media.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But this is a business that can sustain you and live the life that you want.
Mm-hmm. How far do you intend to take this? You said you wanted to grow into an empire.
Definitely, an empire, something international. Yeah.
What inspires you? What keeps you, having the drive?
At the end of the day, I am so fulfilled. Sometimes, being the first year, I wouldn't say it has brought me so much money, I am so rich. No, for me right now, it's the fulfillment. How all these people are feeling when they put on their outfits.
Yeah.
When a client comes for a fitting and they are so happy, they are excited about it, that keeps me going for now.
Wow.
And I'm excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, so how quick can you fix this? If I come to you and I tell you, hey, tomorrow I have an event, we have to fix something.
Personally, I can do 2 dresses in a day.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice, unique dresses.
I think 3 outfits I were made yesterday afternoon.
Are you kidding me? I almost
Yes.
asked you, how is it that they fit so well?
Mine, the white one and the Ankara, they were made yesterday.
Repeat that again.
This one, that one, and that one.
This one was made yesterday. Wow. And
Yes.
this one,
And
the white one,
and
the Ankara.
outfit. Yes.
This is incredibly good. This is a
But
nice.
I don't encourage people
You don't
to
encourage- I know,
wait
because
for
the last minute people-
minute. Yeah. Yes, it can be done fast.
Yeah.
But you can always place your order as early as possible.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, so I'm sure once you get into this business, then basic understanding is very important. Sometimes you have clients who have no idea of what it is that they want, and they come to you and they tell you, no advice, just tell me, I have this kind of event. It's a baby shower. It's not a baby shower. It's a wedding. It's what do I do? What are some of the things that one needs to take note of when they're thinking of dressing themselves in whatever event or occasion?
One, if they have a theme for the occasion, the colors, the venue, because now I will say, like, if it's grassy, like, you want something to match with the environment. Also your body shape, whatever you like, your size. Those are some of the things that I would look into when I'm choosing I'm helping someone choose a design for their occasion.
Let's
Yes.
pick one of those. Just how important is the color and blending of colors?
That's important, mostly because how you will look, how you want to look, and your skin tone, and because some colors look better with other people as opposed to other people. So that's also very important. Yes.
Okay, well, and again, I want to go back to the outfits, but before that, again, very, very important that you know how to accessorize. I'm sure you took so much time getting to understand that it's all right. After I put up this, I'll wear it with this kind of shoes, I'll wear this with this kind of ornaments, this is how I want my hair to be and all that. So how then does accessorizing come in handy?
So let me use like my models.
Okay.
Like we have her. For her, like because her dress is off shoulder, she can have her hair up or down, like if she wants, depending on how she wants her shoulders to be seen.
Okay.
Minimal accessories, always, like because for me the outfits already speak for themselves.
Okay.
For the Ankara, like you can see her hair is up because already her dress is too much.
Yes.
So you don't want things competing. As in, minimal accessories for me all the time.
All
and now
the
for the
time.
shoes, depending on where you're going, how comfortable they are. You know, also if you're not comfortable, your outfit will not bring out the confidence that you want, like you want to ooze when to the event that you're going. So yeah.
Okay, so most of the times the gents, theirs is just straight to the
For the gents,
point.
that's just straight to the point. But these days they are also trying, like they want, like for him, they want to even match their shoes with their outfits.
all white, yes?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And if they have a nice haircut, maybe a small accessory like a watch, you're good to go.
You're good to go.
Yes.
All right. Well, how easy is it nowadays to dress gents? You know, initially it wasn't like a big deal for gents to just dress up. They used to say, then they just show up. It's really not a big deal. How different is it, and how creative are people getting in this space of gents, of dressing gents?
Like for now, most people like gents know, like they should not, at least they should try and put some effort not to go for events with just a t-shirt and a jeans.
Yeah.
So for them, like you have to entice them, like with nice cuts for their pants, nice fabrics. They squeezy wanapenda like prints for their shirts,
Alright.
like his print. So yeah, and for him maybe like the buttons to accessorize, and then just some small details take the whole look for them to another level. Yes.
All right. Let's go international for a moment. Now that you said you love to take this international, and they go out of their way. Most of these gala events that we see, you know, these awarding events that we see, they go extra. How far away, you know, as Africa, as a country, in terms of matching up to the standards?
I think as Kenya we are coming up, like we have so many designers who are at least, even not just designers, because I think even other people, when they go out and Kenya is known more, I can see when they're going to those events, like they want to wear Kenyan brands, even when they're going to those other events. So I think we are coming up. I think
We're coming up well.
Yes,
And we
yes.
talked about accessorizing for a moment. We forgot makeup. I see yours is so mild and somehow popping in its own special way and looking so nice.
Yeah, for me, I said the outfit will speak for itself. Accessories, makeup, shoes, as in minimal details. But sometimes you can also have like just a simple look, and now the accessories will do the speaking for you. Yes.
All right, that's quite incredible. And when you talk about the person of the event, the main person, in most cases the wedding. Okay, so let's forget about weddings, because in most cases you'll find the bride is in white and all that. How different should one look from the main person of the event, and how different should the main person of the event look in terms of dressing?
I think this whatever comes to play here most is the personality of the person.
Okay.
Because maybe some will not like to be all out there, but for people like me,
You will go out of it. And there are times that you advise someone, you know, you tell them that it's all right. I know you are a bit reserved and all that, but can't you just go out of your way?
yeah, sometimes I tell them and it works out well, but sometimes somebody will come and they're like, okay, then just make me 2 outfits. On the morning of that day, I'll
decide.
which
Oh.
one I want to go with.
Okay.
So yeah, mostly the personality comes to play here. Yeah.
I'm not as reserved, but I never would imagine myself, you know, just wearing such an attire. But life has pushed me to a point where, you know, in occasions, then you just have to have this attire. I always want it, you know, having my long sleeved and all that. But, you know, sometimes you just go out of your way. Figure folds.
Yes.
Or figure floors, because they are there. There are people who probably have their own fair share of, you know, flaws or faults or figure faults, how then do you come in to hide the same, and how do you get to tell a client that, you know what, in as much as you really want this design, would probably not go well with your body?
So first, our motto
Yes.
is inspiring confidence. So most people, and there are quite a lot, like they will say, I want to maybe hide my stomach, my arms, my back. Sometimes I will just, like, there are designs that can work well for them, and we can incorporate them. But again, sometimes maybe maybe there are just some small insecurities in them, and if you try something, like I tell them, maybe we can try this. If it doesn't work out, I'll make something, like we can adjust it. So you can just try and push them out of their comfort zone and see if they can agree to it, and sometimes it works wonders. Yeah, and they're comfortable with the dress that they're in.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, blending with your partner, because nowadays it's a partner affair. You look at my glasses on the table is like a male-female affair, just from the look. So getting them to blend, sometimes you find that, you know, as a gent, he wants to do his attire somewhere else, and then there's the lady who comes to you. How are there times that you have to go deep in details to understand, well, what will your partner wear and all that?
Yes, mostly it's we have to like convince the gents to like try and get into the theme, because maybe they don't, maybe the colors that are being used, they don't want them. So we will try first, maybe if they're African prints, try and get prints that will work for both of them. Also try and get maybe not very shouting colors, like for the lady to tone down kidogo, and for the gent to like they get a balance to where like they can get something nice together. So yeah, the
weather is one thing. I'm looking at us freezing and shining here. Are there times you go extra, and you know you probably get someone having this attire that is kind of exposy or something of the sort, and then you just work out on something that would probably help them in the event that maybe it starts raining, or maybe it gets cold, and therefore then they can have something that they can throw? I mean, how creative do you get in terms of making sure that there's a balance in terms of the weather?
Yeah, like we can just, most people like will just, I think if you just cover your shoulders, you get warm.
Somehow, yes. Somehow, yes.
So if you can just get like either like a small scarf, or maybe made of fur, or the fur fabric.
All right.
Like it won't tone down your look, like you will still look good, and at the same time not feel cold. So maybe something like that. Also, if you're exposing your legs, say if you put on boots, as in there's always something to work out. Yeah, but first you try and decide if you want to freeze and shine. Yeah, it's a lesser choice. Yeah.
Okay, so how are we receiving this, the market, you know, in terms of embracing bike, you know, the locals and you know, the artwork that is coming from our very own? Do you think the market is as friendly?
Yeah, it's friendly, but sometimes people are a bit skeptical, whereby you will still find them going to like their first thought, I have an occasion, what do I do? Sometimes it's always go and get a ready-made wear, but then people they are somehow warming up to the idea of getting something tailor-made for them, so which is just okay.
You know, if you tell me to, probably if it was just a photo of you that I have seen with this gown, and someone tells me, you know what, you can go to a fundi somewhere around and they can fix that, I would never trust it. I'd say, you know, I'd rather get the same thing but ready-made.
Yeah.
I am surprised that we can do such incredible job right here. It's just that maybe we do not make so much noise about it, or people do not have the confidence.
Yeah, maybe I'm not sure. Maybe not making enough noise about it.
Yeah.
But also, I will say with time, we will get out there. We will get out more to people, and they will see that we're making nice things.
Have you ever made something and it surprised you? You're like, wow, this is gorgeous. Ata mini kama ni wewe umemake okay. This one. And in a day.
Yeah,
that is beautiful. That is extremely beautiful. So he really Metoka, that's it. You don't need to go back and do something on it just because it was done, you know, in a rush or something.
No, not really. I took my time on it.
You took your time on it. You did a good job.
A fitting.
All right. How much material can be used on that?
Now, fun fact.
Okay.
This is cotton fabric. Why?
Beautiful.
Like it's upholstery fabric, because I don't think I will get such a skirt. The design of this skirt, it's so big.
Okay.
With normal fabric.
Okay.
Not that it's something bad.
I like the fabric though. I wanted to tell you
it's
that.
really nice.
Yes.
So I went for cotton fabric.
And actually, who said it's cotton fabric? It's just that
like
it's a fabric. But
upholstery fabric.
Yeah.
Actually, most of some designers, international designers, use like that kind of fabric to make dresses.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
a lot.
Okay, so that's nice. Now that you are huge online, and you said most of these things you learned from YouTube.
Yes.
Online market or online marketing is one that many people have embraced today. Is it working for you? Are you online? Are you making noise about your work online? And is it friendly enough a ground to do business?
I will say first, for me, I think it's almost like, yes, I've been in business almost a year, but like I am still growing. I am making noise, maybe not enough noise, but I am getting there.
Okay.
But I think business is online. Like that is the way to go. Most business, if you know your target market, you will watu wengi wako huko. Yes.
All right. So as we come to a close, your parting shots on matters of fashion, and I equally say thank you to these people for making your attires look this beautiful. Sometimes you're told it's not actually the attire; it's how it looks in zile za ku order online, and then whatever the photo looked like is totally different from what works for you. And so
my parting shot first is to thank them, because it was such a short notice, but they came through for me. And also, as much as this is the fashion is what I am doing, I am a small business owner. So one thing I would like to inspire like the young people like these ones, if they have an idea, if they have something that they like, they are talented in, just start. Just start, you will figure your way out. Uko mbele.
Okay.
That's what I would like to say.
Asante sana. Now that you speak of that, sometimes they just want to stick into what it is that they went to school to do. And you cannot tell them that you were in school to do civil engineering, and here you're doing fashion, and some of them will want to stick to that, yet there's nothing fruitful that is coming from this end. Just what is the importance of being flexible, and how good does it work?
I think with our country, even just where we are, as much as we're saying, yes, there are no jobs, but we need to have open minds to create jobs for ourselves. There are so many opportunities. The one thing that keeps me going, when I go to the supermarket and see all the brands of bread there are, don't think that, there are too many of these, there are too many of these, like I won't get my customer, I won't get an opportunity to sell my thing. No, just start and join them. In the process, you're going to get something unique that will make you stand out from the rest. Don't be scared and choose the comfortable path.
Right.
Yeah, you can always just step out.
I keep saying this story, which I don't like saying it, but you mentioned that, and I just remember that even the people around you will discourage you. They'll tell you what, don't get into a media class because everyone is going there. There's no space for you. And so it just takes that courage and belief to say that, it's all right. The cake is quite big. There are very many people there, like in Tutabanana, they say Tutabanana, papo, until you get something. Jack Kinjeru, fashion designer, pastes, threads, and stitches. What in kabla niku release? Pastes, threads, and stitches is quite a tongue twister.
First, the main one is pistis.
Pistis,
meaning it's a Greek word for faithfulness. The fruits of the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the main name.
So threads and stitches is automatic.
Yeah.
It is automatic. We wish you nothing but the best. We hope that you are able to flourish and flourish some more.
Thank you so much.
We hope that someday we'll be dressing your attires and saying, this is courtesy of Pestes. And we just celebrate what we can do locally. I still insist that you look so young to do all this, but all the same, congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations once again, and thank you so much everyone for gracing the set this morning. I guess we'll just have that moment of them again walking out in style.
Maybe I can share my social media handles.
Yes, please. Sure.
My personal page is at Jackie_Shiro. Then we have the business page is Pistis_TNS. Then I also make clothes for kids, ready-made for 0 to 12 years.
Okay.
So we have Toto_Pistis TNS. Yeah,
nice.
so it's a whole family affair,
It's a
day
whole
to day wear. Yeah, and we like what we do. And
Are
we
there
have
times you get business ile serious mpaka yani you have to burn midnight oil?
sijafika hapo.
Amen. I hope
Nafika.
utafika very
After, like, since I opened the 11
11
months, I
months.
haven't gotten there. But before then, when I was doing it in the house, all the time.
all the time. All right. Well,
Yes.
that's good, and we
Yes.
hope that you get to that point. Once
Amen.
again, congratulations.
Thank you
Keep
so
what
much.
you're doing. Keep doing what it is that you're doing. That's incredible. I can guarantee you that I'll wear one of your pieces
Thank you, thank you.
sooner than you expected. Probably something of that nature. Asante sana.
Karibu sana.
And like I said, it's a full house of activities right here on Morning Cafe. #Morning Cafe at Linda_Lela TV47KE. Thank you so much. I can tell that we are all tuning, and I'm grateful for that. We have a cake for you, courtesy of Valentine's Cake House. Make sure that you tell us who this person is that you'd want to celebrate their day, that they're celebrating. It's their birthday, it's their graduation time, it's whatever it is that you want to celebrate about them. We'll definitely give you that voucher courtesy of Valentine's Cake House so that you can get to enjoy with them. Yes, we have Valentine's Cake House in the house today. Remember, we're talking about events. We're all about events, and so Agnes will be taking us through the process of just setting up a cake for an event. And of course, Pistis Threads and Stitches, they have done their magic right here. We hope to have you some other time. We hope to have another person who's also in the world of collection, Joyma Collections. In the event that they show up, we'll definitely get to loop them in. But we are here in this beautiful set courtesy of Blooms and Drapes Events Limited, and they have done a good job to complement the show this morning. We say asante sana. Not to forget how I walked in style. That was because of Marvel Executive Car Hire Entity. They are doing a good job hiring executive cars. You can check them out. We'll also have a conversation with him. That is later on before we get to wind up the show. So stick around. Let's get into some bit of music and we get to know what next.